Okay, so hey guys, I'm going to be trying something a little bit different today, and I'm going to be narrating a story that was submitted to the Reddit nosleep subreddit. This is just something that I'm trying out to enable me to upload 2 videos a week. So instead of trying to source really stories that you may not have heard before, I'm just going to be like reading stories from popular subreddits and like popular creepypasta stuff that you may have heard before, but like my own take on it, just because it broadens the amount of content that's available to me. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you tell me in the comments what you think of it. So let's begin. This is called My Experience with DMT, the drug that connects you to parallel universes, and it's by Unentertained. For anyone who doesn't know, DMT is short for dimethyltryptamine. It is a chemical compound produced naturally in the pineal gland inside your brain. It is also found in animals and plants and is connected to almost every living thing on Earth. Its purpose in our bodies is still unknown, but scientists believe that it has something to do with our ability to dream visually. In the US, DMT is highly illegal for consumption, despite being naturally produced in our brains. When I first came across DMT, I was hanging out with an old friend of mine from college. He's probably the smartest and most laid-back person I know. Nowadays, he works as a chemical engineer and is making one hell of a living. He lives far out of state, but sometimes travels for work, and so when I heard he was back in town, I thought it'd be nice to catch up. I've had dreams of moving from this town after I finished school, but those dreams are still on hold, and I'm still working an office job that I'm not too fond of, and I just couldn't take the feeling of wasting my days away anymore. Every day, I slowly started to feel more and more like a crippling ball of stress and anxiety. When I met with my old friend that night, we shared some laughs, caught up for a bit, opened some beers, and kicked it in at a storage unit where he kept all of his old furniture after he moved. To be quite honest, I was taken back by his demeanour. How can a man living a busy lifestyle with a high-stress job remain so calm and collected? Like he doesn't have a care in the world. Intrigued, I asked him that same question. He leans back in his old leather couch, the same one from college, and smirked. "'Cause none of this matters," he said. "What?" I chuckled at the cliché response. "Of course it does. All of this matters. Some people are just better at life than others, I suppose." "But we all have a purpose here," he says. "Yeah, alright. I just wish I could find mine," I respond. There's a silence, followed by a few sips of beer. "You remember that camping trip we took on spring break back in college? Remember taking those psychedelic mushrooms for the first time and being so happy in the moment and just enjoying our surroundings?" he asks. I laugh at the memory. Yeah, I've done mushrooms a few times after that as well. In fact, I've dabbled with a few different drugs in my time, just for the experience, but I've only stuck to weed, never felt the need to continue anything else. Well, he pulled out a small bag with some sort of substance inside. "This isn't anything like that, and I guarantee it will leave you with more questions than answers. But if you're looking for a journey, this is it." "And what is that?" I asked. "DMT. You smoke it and everything will change colour and you'll see patterns, like you're looking into some sort of kaleidoscope, and then you'll blast off and, well, it's a very mind-opening experience if you have the right mentality for it. The effects only last about 15 mins, and for those 15 mins, you won't be here physically, and I must warn you, it's intense, but I know you, and I think this might help you see a different perspective." I was hesitant as I've never heard of this drug before. I asked more questions, to which he informed me all about the science of it, or as much as he could. I decided to give it a try. He packed the DMT into a pipe. It's recommended to take 3 hits to fully blast off, he says. I'll hold the pipe for you to make sure. I take a hit, then take another. I start to notice things becoming brighter and more vivid. I hear this high-pitched ringing in the back of my head. I take the last hit, then sit back. I can't really move my body. I can't even see what's in front of me. All I see is bright colours and changing shapes, and it's beautiful. The ringing in the back of my head is getting louder and louder until it's louder than anything I've ever known. And then, I'm here. I was expecting some sort of euphoric feeling, but I don't feel high at all. I feel quite normal, but my surroundings are far from that. I'm seeing colours I didn't know ever existed, and I'm being greeted by these beings. They're not human, but they're oddly familiar. I know them as if they are family. They're telling me how happy they are to see me and that I found this technology to communicate with them again. We're not speaking with English or even talking at all. Communication with them was just connection. My problems were non-existent. They tell me I'm going to have to leave soon, and I remember telling them that I don't want to go back. I finally feel like I'm back home. They keep assuring me that I will be okay and that I need to finish my mission. Before I knew it, I was back in the storage unit, sitting across from my buddy again. Everything felt so small and crowded. "Welcome back," he said. "How'd it go?" I met these beings and, yeah, everyone meets some type of entity. They'll usually welcome you and show you around. Who are they? He shrugs. Your guess is as good as mine, but when you're there, they feel like home. But why do... See, I told you, you're left with more questions than answers. No one knows why it happens. No one knows how to explain it. No one even knows if it's real or not. All we know is that it happens. I sit quiet for a moment. I should start heading back and get some sleep. "I'll see you over the weekend?" I asked. "You bet. You can take this with you if you want. Just don't overuse it." He tossed a bag of DMT at me. I declined at first, but ended up taking it anyway. I headed home that night to my apartment. I lied in bed but couldn't sleep. My mind was racing with questions. I took out the bag of DMT. I know he said not to overuse it, but how much is overusing? I thought to myself. I needed to go back. I packed my pipe and took 3 hits. I had almost the same experience this time, except the entity showed me around this unnatural place which was so beyond anything that I could describe. "We don't know why you would go to that place, but we understand you need to complete your mission," they would say. Mission? What is my mission? I couldn't remember when I woke back up. I feel like a whole different person when I'm there. I need more answers. I need to go back. I packed another bowl and took another 3 hits and waited for the blast off. I told them I need to stay here with them. Things are scary where I am and I just want to stay home with them. They comforted me and assured me I will be fine. "When you die, you'll come back here and be with us," they said. When I woke back up 15 minutes later, I put the pipe down. I felt like I got at least one of the answers I was looking for. Now I don't have to fear death. Now I know when I die, I'll be back home where I belong. I went to sleep. The next day at work, I seemed kind of out of it. I couldn't concentrate with my thoughts running through my head. Was this real? Or is this just what the drug does? It makes you feel like it's real. It is a drug after all. I guess I'll find out when I die, but I don't want to wait that long. I need to know. Well, if I kill myself, then I can go back there forever. But if it's not real and it's just a drug messing with my brain, then I would have killed myself for no reason. No, I can't do that. There's got to be a better way. Right? Maybe if I could bring something from the DMT world back into my world, then I could prove it's real and I will know for a fact. I don't know if that's even possible, but I gotta at least give it a try. So that night, I got my pipe, took my 3 hits, and laid back in bed. I blasted off and greeted my family, all while looking for something to catch my eye that I could attempt to bring back with me. Everything here is constantly changing shape and colour, so I fixed my attention on a particular smaller object, and when I knew I was going to wake back up, I grabbed it. My hand got burning hot, but I wouldn't let go. Everything around me was blurring, and I was coming back into reality a lot slower this time than every other time. I felt a dark force pushing on me. Something didn't want me to take this object, but still, I held on. My vision turned into a bright, pale yellow light as I was fighting to keep a grip on the object. The usually high-pitched ringing in the back of my head turned into a very deep, low-pitched growl. I didn't wake up right away. Instead, I completely fell asleep and woke up the next morning. The first thing I noticed was the pipe laying next to me, spilled over in my bed. The next thing was a small, metal object in my hand. It was almost shaped like a triangle, but not quite. It was smooth and I couldn't tell what kind of metal it was. It didn't look like the object I was holding onto before, but then again, that object was always changing its shape. I guess this could possibly be the same object, but I was skeptic. I put it down on top of my dresser and went about my business. I decided to walk to the cafe down the street for breakfast. Everyone seems to be in a good mood today. Most people give me a small smile as they pass by. Some guy on a bike zooms past me as if in a hurry, and when I got outside of the cafe, a girl in a pink dress drops her coffee. "I can buy you another if you'd like," I offered. "Oh no, it's just slipped out of my hand, it's okay," she said, back with a smile. So I just walk inside and ordered my usual coffee and leave. As soon as I step out of the door, the girl in the pink dress drops another coffee, seemingly in the same spot. "That's twice now. You sure you don't want me to get you another?" I asked. "Oh no, it's just slipped out of my hand, it's okay," she said back, with a smile. I continue walking. That was weird. As I'm drinking my coffee, the same guy on the bike zooms past me again, still in a hurry. I wonder where he's going now. As I look back around, I notice people are walking past, smiling at me, except this time with much wider smiles and deeper stares. Wait, these are all the same faces that walked past me before. Every single one of them. What's going on? I speed up my walking. At this point, every person I passed has a wide-eyed, painful-looking smile on their face, looking directly at me. When I walk past, they stop walking and turn to look towards me. I rush back to the safety of my home. I walk inside, trying to rationalize what just happened, and I turn on the TV for background noise as I start to pick up my apartment. The channel was set to the news on a story about the Congress. My phone rings and I answer it. I don't hear anything on the other side except for static, so I hang up. I then hear the news anchor from the TV say, "Oh, what have you done? No, 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 what have you done?" I turn around to face the TV and she's looking straight into the camera, as if she's looking straight at me, and keeps repeating it. "What have you done? Oh, what have you done?" I grab the remote and turn off the TV. For a moment, all I could hear was my own breathing, trying to piece together what is happening. I walk into my bedroom and look at the metal object on my dresser top. I pick it up, observed it, and then put it back down. My phone rings again. I answer. "Hello? Oh, what have you done? No, no, what have you done to us?" It's a slightly distorted version of the voice from the TV. I hang up and turn off my phone and toss it to the other side of the room. I sit on top of my bed in silence. Am I going crazy? Has this drug made me insane? Did I overuse it too much? My bedroom walls are starting to glitch. I hear a faint ringing in the back of my head. I can't take this. I grab my pipe and take 3 hits, except this time I don't see colours. I don't see entities. There's no loud, high-pitched ringing. All I see is black. All I feel is a heavy pressure. I struggle to breathe. The feeling can be compared to being buried alive, and I stay like this for 15 minutes until I wake back up. When I open my eyes, I don't recognise the room I'm in at first. Everything is different. I don't have any feeling, as if my nerves are non-existent. My bed, along with most of my furniture, is just a white block with an outline. Certain objects in my room have turned into a 2D scatter of ones and zeros. Some parts of my walls are still glitching. I slowly walk around what used to be bedroom. I tried to open the door to the bathroom, but instead, I walk straight through it. I look where my mirror would usually be. It's an outline with the words Error 404 written in it. The rest of my apartment looks the same. White boxes, outlines, error messages, and glitches. I walk back to my bedroom and notice one thing that stands out. The metal object, sitting on top of a white block that was my dresser. It's the only thing that still looks the same. Well, almost the same. I walk over and notice a glowing power symbol on the object. I press it. A hologram-like screen pops up with the only options being shut down and reset. I chose the reset button. That's all I remembered before I woke up the next day in my bed feeling fully refreshed. I take a look around real quick. No weird metal object and no bag of DMT anywhere to be found. I check my phone to see a text from my old friend. Hey buddy, still want to catch up tonight? I gotta go by my old storage unit later tonight to get some stuff. Let me know. I checked the date to confirm that we haven't met up already. Wow. It's absolutely insane how realistic a dream can be. It had to be a dream, right? I mean, it's not possible I could have crossed 2 dimensions together which caused the whole Matrix reality we live in to crash and fail. Is it? Hey guys, Brothers Jackson here. I hope you enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed that one myself. I know it wasn't terrifying and scary, but it was strange to say the least. It was an interesting concept for a story, and I liked the way it progressed. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, obviously. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this story. There's plenty more coming again. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So what I'm going to do as well, since I've read this, is read a few of the comments beneath the post. Not all of them, but a few of them. Black Ginger Cat says, if he offers you DMT again, you might want to repeat the whole procedure, just to make sure it was a dream. Right? I experienced a lot of deja vu after abusing DMT years ago, and still do. I wonder how many times I reset. That's what Tostenson said. Eli J loves Ryder, simply put, r/glitch in the Matrix. That is a very good point. Deleted put, there's a fascinating documentary I saw on YouTube a while ago, can't link on mobile, but search for DMT the spirit molecule, mind-blowing doesn't begin to cover it. If I ever get the opportunity in a clinical setting, there's no way I turn down the chance for this experience. That's kind of sensible, Deleted. I like that. I have no idea who he was, or she was, because it's been deleted. Ooh, ShadowMage666 says, this is not too far off from what actually happens. Scarily. To which Mason Dean 73 replied, well, everything except the grabbing the object and reality glitching out thing. Fair point. Maybe. Blue G Roll 2 said, this should be made into a short film. It would be simply amazing. Ooh, JF4242 says, there's a gateway in our mind that leads somewhere far beyond this plane, where reptile aliens made of light cut you open and pull out all of your pain. Tell me how you make illegal something that we all make in our brain. Some say you might go crazy, but then again it might make you go sane. Oh, that was a poem. Right, so anyway, thanks guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and peace out. Thank you, bye.